Yo, welcome everyone. Bitcoin is now pumping directly into the major resistance and it could potentially be a major trap. Let me show you why. Now, first you're going to see after hitting the golden Fibonacci ratio at, let's just say, 66,500 US dollars, we are right now experiencing quite a nice rotation back towards the upside of, let's just say, approximately 8%. That is why our long trades, the long trade on Bitcoin and also on Ethereum, are right now being beautifully in a very nice profit. And remember from our yesterday's video, I shared with you exactly where are going to be my take profit areas on Bitcoin. We talked about our liquidity levels and so far it really does look like we hit our liquidity level right here beautifully. After that, we got a very small rejection back down, but since then we are right now definitely continuing much higher back towards the upside, and that is right now why we really need to talk about another major golden Fibonacci ratio. Of course, if you are maybe even in my free VIP Discord group, yesterday I posted something very important showing to you what are going to be our next important levels, the value area high, and of course also once again another golden Fibonacci ratio. And looking right now at those exact levels today, you can notice from our high back towards the recent low, Bitcoin is literally right now as we speak trading exactly at the golden Fibonacci ratio. But not only that, going right now with the volume right here, measuring the entire bottom price action with the volume, and you can now notice we are trading very slightly above our value area high. I would still say because it's the value area high, we could still potentially be expecting some kind of a rejection, maybe even at this specific area, and that is also why later in the video I am going to share with you exactly a potential short or a sell trading setup we could right now be entering literally in the upcoming hours. But if Bitcoin right here does continue higher, to be honest, I don't really think we have any major resistances above us. Yes, we could go right here with our high term time frame levels where the daily level is going to come in at approximately 72,600 US dollars. But at least in my opinion, this specific area is nothing significant. I would much rather right now say pay attention to the liquidity levels that I also mentioned, of course, in our yesterday's video. We do have right here many liquidity levels. The first liquidity level was just hit literally only a few minutes ago. We also have another one slightly higher, another one right here, and then also another one literally just slightly higher towards the upside. So right now we need to know we are coming directly once again into quite an important liquidity area of resistance. We are hitting our golden Fibonacci ratio, and that is right now why definitely if you are maybe even holding a long trade on Ethereum, long trade on Bitcoin, in my opinion, it is a very smart take profit area, stop loss to break even, and let's right now see what we are going to get from there. But ideally, of course, because it's the area of resistance, we are not looking for any long trades right here, and the only trade I'm personally right now interested in is simply going to be another short trade. Additionally, remember our Elliot stochastic CG oscillator we already went with yesterday, and we applied it on the 4-hour time frame. What you're right now going to see, we are still right now forming some kind of a double top, one could even say a triple top pattern, and usually a double top pattern on this specific indicator is definitely a bearish indication. If you get a double bottom pattern, bullish indication, pump it towards the upside. Triple bottom pattern right here, pump it towards the upside. But of course, a triple top pattern on the other hand is not going to be a bullish indication, but actually some kind of a bearish signal right now flashing on Bitcoin. And that is simply why we need to understand we are at the area of resistance. We are getting a bearish signal right now on the Elliot stochastic CG oscillator, and also later in the video I'm going to show you exactly what is right now my primary bearish scenario, why potentially in the upcoming days Bitcoin, if we do get a rejection right here, we might even get another major dump towards downside. And before we do talk about that, I would really appreciate if you smash up the like button because 1000 likes are really possible right here. And of course also thank you for subscribing to the channel. Now let me do share with you exactly what is going to be a potential bearish scenario on Bitcoin if we are going to get a rejection from the area approximately from the level where we are trading as right now. What we are right now going to do, let's remove literally everything from our chart, and we need to talk about a bearish Elliot wave count. Of course, again, if you are in my free VIP Discord server right here, you already know about our bearish scenario, and yes, you can join the free VIP VIP Discord server with this specific link down below in the description. But let me right now do share with you the exact price targets, the exact scenario we could be looking for if Bitcoin right here is not going to continue higher. The invalidation level is going to be very, very simple, above our recent high. The moment Bitcoin is going to go above our recent high, this is then simply going to mean our bearish scenario was invalidated. We can be looking for maybe even higher targets. And I'm going to show you the exact level we can be paying attention to if Bitcoin right here does get a push up. But the reality is, the only thing we need to know right here when we are trading is not in which direction we are going to go. We need to know at what level we are prepared to buy and at what level we are prepared to sell. Because right now we are trading at the area of resistance. Again, I'm not looking for any buy trades right here. The only thing we can be doing right here is simply taking the profits on our long trades, or maybe even entering a brand new short or sell trade with a very simple invalidation level above the recent high. But why so? Because right now, let's talk about our Elliot impulsive wave right here, where we can right to say Bitcoin potentially finished right here the entire first impulsive Elliot wave straight towards downside. Right now, with this pump, we are probably forming our second Elliot wave. And of course, if we do get right here a rejection back down, we are then going to talk about potentially the third Elliot wave, the fourth one, and then also the fifth Elliot wave. It really right depends of what is going to happen exactly at the area where we are as right now. Because if we get a rejection, and this rejection is going to be a very big one with a significant red candle towards downside, definitely in this scenario we are talking about our third Elliot wave. And what is right now going to be the very important price target of the third Elliot wave? Very simply, let's go with our trend-based Fibonacci extension. We go and measure the entire pushdown and putting the third pivot of the Fibonacci extension exactly at the high. Of course, if we are going to go right here slightly higher, you need to adjust the price targets, but let's just right now say we are going to top out at approximately $71,500 US. The only level you need to be aware of right here is going to be 1.618 Fibonacci extension level, coming in right now exactly at $57,700 US. So right now what we can say, if Bitcoin is going to get a rejection from the level where we are, if we start then moving impulsively towards downside, definitely pay attention because Bitcoin might be forming the third Elliot wave, and the first target, if you look like that, is going to be definitely below our recent low right here at approximately 57,700. Yes, if you go with the log scale, the target is going to be slightly higher, literally below our recent low. But the most important thing is right here, we are definitely looking for another major push down if Bitcoin in the upcoming hours does get a rejection from the area where we are as right now. Yes, someone right now potentially could say to me, bro, in yesterday's video you shared with us two very important high-term time frame areas of support, and yes, Bitcoin still does have the daily and also the weekly high-term time frame level at approximately 66,000 US, and both of those levels, if you look like that, are also kind of beautifully aligning with another golden Fibonacci ratio right here. But I would say like that, it really right now depends if Bitcoin right here does get a rejection down and it's going to look impulsive. If the move down right here is going to be very, very fast and big red candles right here are going to be formed, definitely we can talk about much lower targets and of course also talk about the third Elliot wave. If the move down right here towards our support level is going to be very, very choppy, is going to take a long time right here, definitely a bullish indication of Bitcoin, probably it is not the third Elliot wave, and only in this scenario we can then still look to fire another long or a buy trade. And that is right now why, if you want to trade with us, take an advantage of the free $8,560 bonus without KYC and without VPN with the second link down below in the description. Because right now on B2Nix exchange right here, you only need to register, you deposit and fire only one trade, and you're going to get a 20% deposit bonus. For example, you deposit 500, you're going to get 100 USDT completely for free. You deposit 2,000, you're going to get 400 USDT completely for free. But also, the more you're going to trade, the bigger rewards you're going to get using the second link down below in the description after you register and after initial deposits. But also right now, let me do share with you some kind of a bullish indication happening right now on the exponential moving averages, because what we are right now going to see going with our 200 and also with our 50 exponential moving average on the 1 hourly time frame, it does look like we are getting right here a bullish cross, which simply right now means yes, we are moving in an average uptrend on the 1 hourly and also on the 2 hourly time frame. But the thing is, even though right here we are entering an uptrend, I wouldn't necessarily fire another long or a buy trade at the area where we are as of right now. Look right here, the previous example. We got a bullish cross literally exactly at the top right here. And usually, of course, even though we are entering right here an uptrend, sure, you could be looking for a long trade, but usually again, you want to go with a long trade after we do get some kind of a retracement back towards some side. The exact same thing right now is happening right here on the 1 hourly time frame. You got a bullish cross almost exactly at the top, but of course, we should be looking for a long trade only on some kind of a retracement back towards some side. So yes, even though we are entering an uptrend right here, you really, if you're looking right here to enter another long trade, should wait, in my opinion, for another retracement back down, and then we are going to go from there. If the rejection back down is going to look impulsive, bearish indication, we are going to look for much lower targets. But of course, if we are going to get a very weak push down right here, definitely we could still be looking for another long or a buy trade right here on the Bitcoin price itself. Going also right now with the Bitcoin liquidation heat map. Let me refresh the website. So we are going to get the latest data. We are going to go right here with the symbol, and we are going to go right here on the 1 week time frame to actually get a bigger picture to see exactly where the biggest liquidations right now Bitcoin are actually coming in. And maybe you're going to be surprised, but it really does look like the biggest liquidation cluster on the 1 week time frame is coming in exactly below the recent low right here at approximately $65,500. So this area right here is really another important level, as we already said before, because exactly right here we do have the daily, we do have the weekly, and slightly lower, as we said before, we do have another golden Fibonacci ratio. So yes, of course, this right here is then definitely going to be another some kind of a bearish Bitcoin indication, because simply the biggest liquidation cluster is literally acting as a magnet for Bitcoin. Also right now, let's zoom out even further on the 2 week time frame, because on this one right here, you're actually going to see a very similar story. The biggest liquidations are not above the recent highs, but actually exactly below the recent lows. And on this specific chart, you're actually going to see that the biggest liquidation cluster is actually coming in exactly below our recent lows right here at approximately $64,800. And what we said before, exactly at our golden Fibonacci ratio. So the plan right now Bitcoin is very, very simple. I really don't want to complicate things right here. And yes, the main scenario right now, in my opinion, it is still for Bitcoin to actually get another rejection back towards some side. Of course, if we do right here continue much higher, sure, of course, I do remain in my long or buy trades right here, but I would simply say if you're looking for another trade, in my opinion, it is much better for us to simply look and maybe even fire another short or a sell trade with a very simple invalidation level above the recent high. Because if Bitcoin right here does continue higher, as we said before, we are then going to invalidate our bearish Elliot wave count, because the second Elliot wave simply cannot go above our recent high right here. And this specific high actually, it is going to be another quite an important area of resistance. What we are right now going to do, let's go on the 4 hourly. We are going to go with the anchored VWAP and anchor it exactly at this specific high. You can right now actually see the anchored VWAP on Bitcoin, it is actually coming in slightly above our recent high at $74,100 area. So it is going to be some kind of an area of resistance, nothing major I would say. Where we are as of right now, in my opinion, it's a much bigger level, but nevertheless, another quite an important level on Bitcoin is going to come in if we do continue higher, literally just slightly above the recent high. But right now, again, the plan is simple. If we do get right here another rejection, our short trend right here is going to then be in a very nice profit. But of course, if we do continue right here higher, sure, we could potentially get stopped out of our short trade. But again, another level I would be aware of right here is simply going to be the anchored VWAP aligning with our recent high. And that is right now why, if you want to trade with us, take an advantage of the free $8,560 bonus, no KYC and no VPN, with the second link down below in the description. Because very, very simply, you register on B2Nix, you deposit, and you trade only once, you're going to get a 20% deposit bonus. But also, the more you're going to trade, the bigger rewards you're going to get using the second link down below in the description. But also right now, thank you for smashing up the like button.